You must reciprocate the love you get from others. And now, Bossypants by Tina Fey. One of my greatest regrets, other than never learning to tango, is that I don't always have time to return all the wonderful correspondence I receive. So when people care enough to write, the only well-mannered thing to do is return the gift. So please indulge me as I answer some fans here. From TMZ.com, posted by Sonia in TX on 4/7/2010 at 4:33 p.m. When is Tina gonna do something about that hideous scar across her cheek? Dear Sonia and TX, greetings, Texan friend. I'm assuming the TX in your name stands for Texas and not some rare chromosomal disorder. Hope I'm right about that one. First of all, my apologies for the late response. I was unaware you had written until I went on TMZ.com to watch some of their amazing footage of people leaving LA restaurants when I just stumbled upon your question. I'm sure if you and I compare schedules, we can find a time to get together and do something about this scar of mine. But the trickier question is, what are we going to do? What do you think you should do? I mean, I'm assuming you have a huge interpretation of how the body works. You must be some sort of physician. I guess I could wear a bag over my head, but do I go with linen like the Elephant Man or brown paper like the Universal comic? Too many choices. Help. Thank you for your time. You are a credit to Texan and Viking women both. Yours, Tina. P.S. Great use of the double question mark. Makes you look super young. From Delisted.com, posted from Centaurus on Monday, 9/21/2010 at 2:08 a.m. Tina Fey is an ugly, pear-shaped, bitchy, overrated troll. Dear Centaurus, first, let me say how inspiring it is that you have learned to use the computer. I hate for our correspondence to be negative, but you have offended me deeply. To say I'm an overrated troll when you have never seen me guard a bridge is patently unfair. I'll leave it to others to say if I'm the best troll guarding bridges today, but I'm certainly one of the most dedicated. I always ask 3 questions, 2 of which are riddles. As for ugly, pear-shaped, and bitchy, I prefer the terms offbeat, business class assed, and exhausted, but I'll take what I can get. There's no such thing as bad press. No, go to bed, you crazy night owl. You have to be at NASA early in the morning so they can look for your penis with the Hubble telescope. Affectionately, Tina. From PerezHilton.com, posted by Jerkstore on Wednesday, 1/21/2009 at 11:21 p.m. In my opinion, Tina Fey completely ruined SNL. The only reason she's celebrated is because she's a woman and an outspoken liberal. She has not one single funny bone in her body. Dear Jerkstore, huzzah! The truth teller! Women in this country have been over-celebrated for too long. Just last night on my local news, there was a story about a missing girl, and they must have dedicated 7 or 8 minutes to where she was last seen and how she might have been kidnapped by a family friend. And I thought, what is this? News for chicks? And then there was some story about Hillary Clinton flying to a different country because she's Secretary of State. Why do we keep talking about these dum-dums? We are a society that constantly celebrates women, and it must stop. I want to hear about what the men of this world are doing these days. What fun new guns have they invented? What are they raping these days? What's Michael Bay's next film going to be? When I first set out to ruin SNL, I didn't think anyone would notice, but I persevered. Like you, trying to do a 9-piece jigsaw puzzle, it was a labor of love. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I trust you, Jerkstore, so I'll tell you. Everything you ever hated on SNL was by me, and anything you ever liked was done by someone else, against my will. Sincerely, Tina Fey. P.S. You know who does have a funny bone in her body? Your mom every night for $1. Woo! From Bodybuilding Forum, posted by Smarter Child on 2/24/2008 at 2:10 p.m. I'm sticking in her tail, Pat. Dear Smarter Child, Thank you so much for your interest. Whether you meant it in a sexual way or merely as an act of aggression, I am thankful. As a woman of certain age in this business, I feel incredibly lucky to be catching your eye with my anus. Sincerely, Miss T. Faye. From TMZ.com, posted by Kevin214 on 11/09/08 at 11:38 a.m. Tina Fey cheated. Anyone who has ever seen an old picture of her can see she's at 100% plastic surgery. She was ugly then, and she is ugly now. She only wished she could be as beautiful as Sarah Palin. Dear Kevin214, what can I say? You have an amazing eye. I guess I got caught up in the whole Hollywood thing. I thought I could change 100% of my facial features as long as I stayed ugly and no one would notice. How foolish I was. So let's wipe the slate clean. Full disclosure, here's a list of procedures I've had done. I've had eyebrowning, nose lengthening. I get my teeth lightly hennaed each month to give them their amber luster. I've had my lips thinned. I've had a treatment called grimmage, where 2 fishing wires are run through my jawline and used to gather the skin like a fancy pillow. I've had sebaceous implants. They're small balls of Restylane placed in random locations on the neck to give the look of youthful neck acne. I don't have Botox. Unfortunately, I am allergic. Instead, I have monthly injections of bromodiolone, a farm-strength rat poison that keeps my face in a constant state of irritation and paralysis. My face is longer and thinner than it used to be 20 years ago, and while some may say that's a natural effect of aging and weight loss, you and I know the truth. I pay a woman to sit on the side of my head twice a week. Madonna and Gwyneth go to her. We've all had amazing results. I really have changed. Why did I feel the need to mention I'm friends with Madonna Chung and Gwyneth Vickerson? Since you're so savvy at spotting plastic surgery, I am sure you've noticed some of my other famous friends getting work done. Bishop Desmond Tutu, cheek implants. Supreme Court Judge Ruth Bader Ginsburg, major tit job. And SpongeBob SquarePants, gender reassignment. Keep on helping me keep it real. T.